The time by the tent, up at the land again. Everything appears to be as it was when I left. Okay, so here's the floor. Might be able to see it better now. Welcome back to Time by the Tent, up at the land again. Everything appears to be as it was when I left a week ago. I've got to turn the trail camera off so it doesn't take pictures of me all night long. And then we will look in the tent to see if everything is this way as it was. Alright, let's see if everything in the tent is as we left it. Yep, everything is fine. Total mess as we left it. There is some water on the back side there that we'll have to pull off. And some right here. A lot of water there. So other than that, everything is good shape. Okay, the lighting's going to be bad, but I figured since I'm putting the tile in, this will be the last opportunity I have to come in here and try to level this off a little bit more. As last week, if you didn't see us cutting our way in, we just really threw this together in an area to get the tent up. So I can do a little more leveling here before I bring those foam interlocking tiles in. And then that will take some more of the ups and downs out, but I can do a little bit more with the shovel in order to get a little more of a level walking, because this will be up until probably, I would like to have it at least till the end of November. So that's that's the plan here. Okay, so I got most of it done. The floor here, where the stove's going to go, I'm not going to put anything there because there's no point. I don't know if we'll open that flap up. We do have a pretty decent wood stove. It's going to have to run on light in here because it's a small tent. It was purchased for the purpose of a 14 by 16 white duck, and we're just going to make do with this for this season. We could pull the trigger on the white duck tent, but at this point, we just want to really get the property established, and then potentially next year bring in the bigger tent and expand this all with a porch. And the white duck tents have porches on them, which would come out to about where I'm standing, and much wider. This is a 10 by 12 Ozark Trail, which nothing that we have found to be bad about it. So it'd be a light, it's a big cast iron stove. You can see it here that we got at a yard sale. So I didn't do any specific pattern or anything like that. We did twist the bed around. I did turn that around because otherwise it would be head on. And so we thought that this might be the better option. I don't know if there is a better option. Anywhere you go, you're going to have somebody next to where the stove's going to be. But I tried to level this off the best I could, and it's a little dark in here to see, but if it's not completely level, these things really like to pop up. So my thought is we got enough tile. This is foam tile, interlocking foam tile. Got off Facebook Marketplace. We paid pennies on the dollar for some of it. Some of it was given to us for free. So I'm kind of thinking we've got enough to do what you see again in gray, in the gray tile here, which I don't care what color. I'm kind of thinking maybe next time I come up, I put another layer down of the gray and make it an inch thick and try to take some more of the ups and downs out of it and utilize the tile that we have until we decide to go to a larger tin. I think that might be what we're gonna, might be a good decision, and that would kind of help bring some of these pieces that are coming apart because of unevenness together. So tomorrow, gonna organize the tent, take everything that's out here and put in there. I've got some metal shelving way over here, closet shelving that I had found in the junk like 15 years ago and it's been in the basement, and I'm thinking of utilizing it in some capacity here. I'm not sure how, because this tent is not got, you know, it can't put a whole lot on it, but something something maybe like that. That piece is going to be too short for what I want, but I could, oh, I could string it at an angle to here, or zip tie, oh yeah, zip tie to the back, and that would give me a little space there. I've got much longer ones that I'm not sure where I'm going to put, and that is for our paper towels and aluminum foil, and I'll get that set up tomorrow, show you everything that we've got going. So I am going to fix some dinner over the campfire and then just relax. Also tomorrow I want to, I've got mulch. Oh, that's really bluish there because of the shade. There it goes. I want to get, I've got mulch that I'm going to make a mulch path to the bathroom and then in the bathroom, so that kind of levels all of that off. And maybe that's what we need to do next year when we put the tent up, is mulch the bottom of it so it's somewhat level. So and then I'm going to go explore the other side of the property. I just did a small portion last week, you can see that, and then I'm going to go and look and move the trail camera, because we did get a deer several times on Thursday of this past week in the going and coming throughout the day. So that's the plan for right now. All right, well, that's supper. 2 ears of corn and a ribeye steak. I only eat ribeye steak or the fancy meat when we're out camping, unless you own a cow. It'd be a more affordable way to go, but that's what I've got for supper, and I'm just going to sit here by the fire for the rest of the night and then work on some projects in the morning, and I'll see you then. Okay, so here's the floor. Might be able to see it better now. I think I'm going to do the second level with what tiles we have. Now, time to organize all of this out here and put nicely in here so we don't have to take it back out again. Okay, so organize the tent. Obviously this will change over week to week on how it's going to best work. Had these metal shelving units I call them closet shelving units. You've seen them in an earlier clip here. 2 of them worked real good. I didn't want to compromise the structure of the tent, so we put one above the back window and one inside the door here and put light stuff on it without it putting too much weight on the rafters. There's some weight on it, but nothing that I feel would be detrimental to the structure. And then when I came in, you saw that the water had collected there, and then on the back side it collected as well. You can see the stain, maybe. Right here is where it collected on the back side, and the same for there. So the easiest, simplest fix that I could come up with is take limbs, solid limbs, and put in the areas where the water was collecting. So when it does rain again, it will shed the water off. And this one here, I'm going to add a little duct tape to the top of it just so it has less of a chance of puncturing the roof. Got ceiling fan up for when we need it. Had this at the house, just something in which we could drape or hang wet clothes when we do put the stove in. So that's got a shelving unit there. That will most likely be moved in that corner back there when the small dresser comes. But it's come together and everything is basically out of the woods here, except for the stuff I'm gonna take home. Next project is doing the wood mulch to the bathroom and in the bathroom. Here is the paper towel and aluminum foil holder. It's just a bracket off from an old, like what the miniature greenhouses that you can get. We had one that fell apart, so we saved the plastic here, and then we had day bed railing that would fit perfectly inside of there, so we didn't have to buy any dowel rods, and we could make it whatever length or width we wanted, and it keeps everything up off the ground, organized, and it works pretty good. You could construct this really any way you want, but if you had those greenhouse pieces, it makes it a lot easier. And then on the back side, we just took another piece there, cut it in half so it would hang on the railing there. Okay, before I do the wood chips, I'm going to move this trail camera that we've had set up here for a week. Okay, so I'm gonna hook it up there. I've got this open area right here, and I've got an area that's really packed down there, and then I did step in some pretty new done. Either it's bare, it has to be bare. That is not a deer manure. So, not necessarily looking for bears, but see what comes through this area on our trail cam. Got the trail camera all hooked up. It appears to be working where I've got it at in the low spot. So we'll see if it will register. It did trigger whenever I walk by it, so we'll see how that works. I'm going to work on mulching this area here inside the bathroom, so it's more of a smooth, easier walk. Because we've got some roots there, and then another set of roots there, and then some inside the bathroom. So we'll get that taken care of now, and then that'll pretty much wrap up most of the projects. Okay, 2 bags, 4 cubic feet. Got that level inside here, which is what we wanted. And then out here, levels it up quite well. Obviously we're going to need about 2 more bags, but these were free through a gift card. And about 2 more bags I think would be what we'd need in order to get a nice path there. So it is a start, and that project is now done. All right, well that would do it for the weekend. Got the Tacticam back turned on. Tent's all closed up. Did some landscaping work, some more here. This was extremely rough, so really brought a lot of dirt from the hill in front of you there. And then going up to the campfire, it's a little hard to see, but I don't want to trigger the Tacticam. So more to work to come. It's only the second weekend and it takes time. Like Joe and Zach Survival, Trey Runs Wild, Girl in the Woods, Jay in the Woods. These camping locations takes years to establish, and we're just on week number 2. So if you like this kind of thing, like and subscribe and share. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you next time on the channel.